Okay, so in this problem here, we have Adam does 3 different activities. He takes public transportation, attends school, and walks home. There's no weekends or holidays. He lives in a world of zombies, such that if you're scratched or bitten by a zombie, you become a zombie forever. The probability he becomes a zombie if he takes public transportation is, so probability on transportation is 0.1. Okay, the probability he becomes a zombie while attending school, so we'll say school, this is going to be 0.008. And then finally, the probability that he does not become a zombie on the walk home is going to be 0.96. So becoming a zombie on the walk will be 0.04. So not becoming a zombie at school is going to be 0.092. And then not becoming a zombie on the transport to school is going to be 0.9. So I'm going to highlight these ones here. Let's say, these ones here are no zombies. These are not becoming a zombie. Okay, so on the first day is complete, determine probably Adam becomes a zombie. Well, for what happens is he could go public transportation and he can become a zombie or not. If he doesn't become a zombie on public transportation, he could go to school and become a zombie or not. Or he could go and walk home or not. And so this is 0.96. This is, sorry, I have sorry, I have to get the right ones. So the 0.96, oh, not a zombie. So 0.96, 0.96, 0.04, 0.992, and this is 0.008, and then finally 0.9 and 0.1. So I want to find the probability that Adam becomes a zombie on the first day. Well, that can happen several different ways. He could become a zombie by this has become a zombie, or this is becoming a zombie, or the third option could be those. And so I have to add up all those 3 possibilities. So the probability of a zombie is going to be 0.1 plus 0.9 times 0.008 plus 0.9 times, because I go down this trail here, 0.992, and then become a zombie the last wave, 0.04. And so this value here is how Adam becomes a zombie on the first day. And if I cheat and look at the answer that I got on the test, that's going to be 0.143. Okay? Now, in doing these problems, it is so important that you draw them out. Without drawing them out, you really have an incomplete sense of what's going on. Okay, so now, the next part, determine the probability Adam becomes a zombie at school. Well, in this particular scenario, what I'm going to do, okay, so continuing along here, to determine the probability Adam becomes a zombie while at school, well, we know that this is already the first day that happened, right? And if Adam becomes a zombie at school, then what could have happened is he could have done this particular trail here, okay? But if he ended up not becoming a zombie and not becoming a zombie, then he can go again. And so what I can do is, that's day 1, this is day 2. Okay, that's day 2. And I can also do day 3, right? Here's day 3, and so on and so forth. And I can also come along and do day 4. Okay, so that, and then it's going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever down, and we do that. So becoming a zombie, and now in doing this, I really recommend you draw the tree diagram, okay? Maybe not to this detail, but it's really important. So the question is asking, determine the probability that Adam becomes a zombie while at school. Well, in order to become a zombie at school, that means this path has to happen, which is going to be 0.9 times 0.008. Or I know that this path here has to happen. That's at school. And so that is going to be plus 0.9 times 0.992 times 0.96 times 0.9 times 0.008. That's the second day. If I go to the next day, then what's going to happen here is I'm going to come all the way down here and all the way to school. And so if I follow along there, it's going to be plus 0.9 times 0.992 times 0.96. That is coming here, 1, 2, 9, 6. Then I'm going to do the same three values again. I'm going to do those same three values again. So that means I am going to square that. And then I have 0.9 and 0.08. So 0.9 times 0.008. And then if I go to the fourth day, well, the fourth day is going to be, and I'm going to do this one in red, it'll be 1, 2, 3. So these three values, and then these three values again, and then these three values, and finally finishing off with 0.9 and 0 to become at school, become a zombie at school. And so it's going to be 0.9 times 0.992 times 0.96. There's going to be three of those, and then finally 0.9, 0.008. And so we can see from here that this is the first term. That's the thing that is repeated. And so I can factor that out. And this is, so before I do that, I know then plus forever. So I know this is first term, this is the second term, like first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and so on and so forth. It's an infinite one. The formula for that is U1 over 1 minus R. Check it in your formula booklet. So U1 is 0.9 over 0.008 divided by 1 minus the R is 0.9 times 0.992 times 0.96. And when you do that from my answer key from the test, I end up with the value of 0.0504 is your final answer. The key to it, write them out. Don't shortcut it. It takes time. You have 5 minutes to do this question, so take the time and do it well.